Good evening, everybody, and welcome to my first ever Saturday night stream. Thank you again to those who were here this morning for the last episode of training. We were able to get RetroJ to level 19 and DileT to level 21, and now we're ready to start episode 7 and finally rescue Shiftry from Zapdos. So let's get started. Alright, check the bags. Item-wise, we're good. Team-wise, good. Alright, let's go. Not thunder. This must be the foot of Mount Thunder. I wonder if Alexander's team is already on the way. Zapdos, huh? It really sounds tough. I'm shaking. But I can't be spooked by this. Our mission is to rescue Shiftry. RetroJ, let's give it our best. Cool. So, since this is our first time in a new dungeon, the usual rules apply. So we have to explore the entirety of a floor before we can continue on to the next floor. Second, we must decline any and all potential team members, because this is our first time to the dungeon and we want to ensure that we have enough resources to get through it. Our resources are very limited. But we had to turn down electric. It's nothing personal, electric. It's nothing personal. It's just resources. Wow. Oh, cool. These Pokemon are really tough. You know what the weird thing is? The weird thing is that, I'm level 19, well, RetroJ is level 19, and you would think these Pokemon must be at least level 20 or something, but no, when you actually add them to your team, you find out that they're like level 13, 14, and I'm like, this is the weirdest thing ever. Like, I thought like a level gap like that would mean I mean, look at this. We're only on the first floor, and I've already been threatened twice with potentially having to quit. I'm really excited to take on Zapdos. I'm unusually excited for this. I don't know. In a way, I kind of feel bad for Zapdos. Wow, I got freaking poisoned. I got poisoned. Ugh. Dang, Weedle, why are you always gonna make things so freaking... Yeah, he slowed me. Cool. Dang it, what was I saying? Oh yeah, I'm actually excited to fight Zapdos. Like, I feel bad for him because, the other legendary birds are part of the whole restoring your good sake and stuff like that. So you're on the run, and you have to face off against the other two. And I'll just eat the gummy. I forgot how many floors Mount Thunder has, so that's also one thing a little more cautious. Because on certain, usually you're told how many floors there are. Like we were told that Silent Chasm had 9, but we just entered this one not knowing. But since this is a big boss dungeon, I'm pretty sure that we have to make it at least 10 to 12 floors, and then we'll hit the checkpoint floor, and then from there we'll be able to. I don't like. Wait, what? You lived? Wow, I'm shocked. So, just for those who may not know, I don't really like grass type Pokemon. I don't know, they're just really annoying. I've never really been a fan of grass types. Fire types are my favorite Pokemon type of all time. That's why I always pick the fire type starter. If anything else, that is the main reason. After the fire type, my next favorite type would be the electric type. I freaking love electric type Pokemon. Well, I say that, but I like Zekrom is my. Well, Zekrom is my favorite electric type legendary Pokemon, then Zeraora, but my favorite electric type Pokemon overall is Luxray, because I prefer the physical attacking electric types since they're typically the rarest. As physical electric type moves are some of the rarest ones and stuff like that. So that's important. And then after the electric type, I'm not too sure. Fire electric is my main thing. Trying to see. I like fighting type Pokemon. So yeah, like I really like fighting type Pokemon. So like I'm a huge fan of Lucario, Champ. Oh yeah, actually, I'm sorry. I just said that Luxray was my favorite electric type Pokemon overall. I just lied. I'm sorry. Luxray actually dropped down to number 2, and Zekrom dropped down to number 3 because I completely forgot about Toxtricity. Toxtricity is now my favorite. Is now my favorite electric type Pokemon overall. Yeah, it's not my favorite electric type Pokemon overall. and he's my favorite Pokemon from Generation 8. The only it is weird because I really love the fire type starter Cinderace, but Toxtricity is just, you gotta love Toxtricity. I mean, he's an electric poison typing, which is a brand new type combination. But yeah, he's poison electric, which is a brand new type combination. He's super powerful. Two different forms, low key and amped forms. And he has a G Max form and everything. It's just overall, he's really cool. Freaking love Toxtricity. You know, I was actually surprised that they even did a. I was actually surprised that they did a remaster, because that's what, yeah, a remaster of the Rescue Team series, and it's from this that I hope that they do a remaster of the Explorer series. Gates to Infinity and Super Mystery Dungeon don't need remasters, because like they were. Ooh, that'll take you to level 22. That's pretty cool. And again, he gets these awesome power-ups. Like, this HP is insane. But, you know, definitely, Explorers definitely needs one, because I would love to see. But the thing is, when we start the, pretty soon we're gonna start the Rescue Team DX series, and you'll see what I mean. I don't really like they tried to modernize the game by adding a lot of things from Super Mystery Dungeon, and then the most part it's okay, but for Explorers I really want that to be as authentic as possible, you know, especially the fight with Dialga. I don't need them doing any weird stuff to mess that up, because that has gone down. That is, if I'm correct, the fight against Primal Dialga in the Explorer series is the second greatest Pokemon fight in all of Pokemon. Is also the second hardest, second only to Cynthia. In Diamond and Pearl, so that's something. But I'm definitely hoping they do I'm definitely hoping they do a remaster of that one. But I'm also hoping that they make a brand new Mystery Dungeon, because think about it, basically every generation of Pokemon got a Mystery Dungeon game up until Generation 6. That was when Super Mystery Dungeon came out. But we didn't get anything. We didn't get anything for Generation 7. And you know, 8's here now. You know, it wouldn't be a bad idea to. Yeah, it wouldn't be a bad idea to make a brand new one, but it's weird though, because Super Mystery Dungeon really felt like that was their last Mystery Dungeon game, and the reason why I felt that way is because typically each Mystery Dungeon game has is on its own like world, continent, and different locations. And the way they did Super Mystery Dungeon was that they combined the world of Rescue Team, the world of Explorers, and the world of Gates to Infinity, and then they added 3 more continents to that. So Super Mystery Dungeon is huge as it already is. So for them to add more to that just seems a bit. It was almost like they're taking a step backwards since they already combined all these worlds together. But the Mystery Dungeon series is Pokemon's most successful side series of all the side games, because you know, take a look at like most side series don't even last that long. They get like one game. Most side projects are like one game, and that's it. Look at Conquest. Conquest was amazing, but they're probably not gonna make a second Conquest. Look at a game like look at a game like the Ranger games. The Pokemon Ranger games lasted pretty much through Generation 4. They started in Generation 4, they ended Generation 3 into Generation 4, and they just kind of stopped. They got 3 games, the third one really popular, and they got literally nothing else came from that. And it would be harder now to even do another Ranger game, because the whole gimmick behind that was using stylus to make complete circles around the Pokemon to catch them. And the Switch, unfortunately, doesn't have its own stylus or something similar in that fashion, so that can't really work. Alright, and then there's I'm trying to think. That oh well, there is Pokemon Rumble. I mean, Pokemon Rumble is still going on. Let's see. There was the original Pokemon Rumble was on the Wii. It was a Wii U game. Beedrill. You know, I don't really like Beedrill, and I really don't like Beedrill and the Mystery Dungeon series. It's just like in this case, it's fine because it's weaker. But in the Explorer series, by the time you meet up with Beedrill, these things can take you out with Fury attacks. Like one good hit, and that's it. But the whole point I was making too is like, think about it. There's been the Rescue Team series, Explorer series. Basically, Mystery Dungeon has been here for like the longest period of time, you know, and I'm happy they brought it back. They're remastering them again, but I feel like they should definitely make a new one and have it feature every Pokemon that currently exists. I mean, I can think of many multiple storylines you can do right now. If you want, you can have it be based around. You could do one of those two-parters like they did in Explorers, where yeah, you can do one of those two-parters like they did in Explorers, where like part 1 dealt with stopping the world from time, and you had to face off against Dialga and ensure that he didn't end up destroying the world, right? And then so after you defeat Dialga, that finishes the first story. But it turns out, oh crap, I hate Gligar so much. Okay, so you know how I said I didn't really mind being poisoned? Well, that's true for the most part, except if I'm poisoned from Gligar. I don't know why, but being poisoned from Gligar just freaking. this. I need that apple. Wait, I need this apple. Switch. But what is it with these enemies today? But I mean, they can be, and then in the second part, you face off against Palkia. You find out that the true person behind the events of the first main story of the game is Darkrai. You know, like you can do that. Like you can have part one be about. You have part one be about Eternatus, right? And join up with Soglia and Lunala to try to stop him, right? But then you could have part two be about Soglia, Lunala, and their attempt to stop the Necrozma, since we know that Eternatus is actually not an evil Pokemon. I know that there were rumors about the Eternatus being like Eternatus was a Pokemon that used to go to war against Arceus and stuff like that, but you know, Eternatus isn't an evil Pokemon. Not in the slightest degree. What am I doing? Okay, that's better. Go ahead and use that Max Elixir. Oh, one intense. Oh, wow. They really don't. You know, I'm just happy that you didn't poison me. I would have been so mad. I would have been so mad if this thing poisoned me. Oh, gosh. Wow, I forgot what I was even going to say. Well, that's funny. Alright. I see the stairs, that's cool. I know I've broken my rule a few times in this one dungeon. Which kind of sucks, because the whole point of that rule is to ensure that I'm able to encounter all the Pokemon there's possible, but also free items. I'm sorry, I did not do all that work for an Ember to miss. Ooh, technical machine. Oh, that's for taunt. Who cares about taunt? Dizzy from hunger, that's fine. Remember, we don't eat until we're starving. And even then, I might not even eat right away. What other stuff I have? I'm just trying to be conservative with them. No. Well. And we made it to the halfway point. I mean, to the checkpoint. Alright, you guys. At this time, we go these few floors up to see Yes, we're gonna go on. Now, the new people. Wow, you can just feel the mood change. Eat. Orange gummy. That's cool. Okay, now I remember the difference between. Now it's actually it's kind of interesting when you think about it, because I kind of there's things about the way that um the Rescue Team series did boss battles, and the way that the boss battles are done in future games. And the thing I liked about boss battles in the Rescue Team series is that the thing I liked about boss battles in the Rescue Team series is that when you beat them, you gain experience points, and you gain a lot of experience points for their boss. In the future games after that, the boss battles are like special events, so you no longer get experience points from the battle, since basically once you defeat the Pokemon, it ends the event. And in a way, I get it, but it kind of sucks. Although the benefit of that is that that usually happens from a cutscene. The benefit is your Pokemon get fully healed, your PP gets restored, and that's a good thing. The issue with the way the boss battles are in the Rescue Team series is that the issue with the way battles are conducted in the Rescue Team series, like the biggest issue is that RetroJ gets level 20, finally. That's cool. So the big issue with battles here is that you tend to go in whatever condition you are. So if I was like if I had only like 2 health and I finally made it to the floor, then I would go into that battle with the boss at 2 health. If I only had like 5 moves and no max elixirs, then I go into that fight with 5 moves and no max elixirs. So that's one of the few downsides, I mean, to the boss fights. So, like, now I'm trying to make sure that everyone here is good. Wow, that was a shock. I was not expecting to see a Growlithe. It also amazes me how dark Growlithe is compared to wow, his finish up did like a 1 health. Okay, we've made to the peak. This is the mountain's peak. Hey, Zapdos, where are you? We came to rescue Shiftry. Show yourself. What? I warned you. I have no mercy for meddlers. Not scared. You don't frighten me. Hey, Zapdos, let Shiftry go. A Pokemon rescue team, that's what we are. You must be determined. to utter such words, then you shall answer to my great and righteous fury. The only thing that annoys me about the Zapdos fight is that your partner just runs right at Zapdos, and it's fine if he was like resistant to electric types, but one good shock and oh wow, look at that, look at that, look at that. The blast seed failed, so let's try it again. Wait, is this? Oh no, I forgot. I freaking hate that he's burned though. Okay, I'm good. I hate that Zapdos. Okay, there's another thing too that I hate about at least the Rescue series is that when a Pokemon's burned, you know, burn does like 5 damage every other turn. That's cool, but if the Pokemon dies from being burned, it just dies and no one gets any experience. What is going on? Do you want more? I'll take you on. Enough. That's enough fighting. I've calmed down. Take Shiftry back. You kids, you've impressed me. But things won't be easy next time. I will go all out next time, so you best be prepared. Until then, you better hone your skills. Look, there's Shiftry. Are you okay? Yeah, somehow I am. I'm glad you're safe. But that was an eye-opener, driving off that Zapdos. I agree. You're awfully strong for a plain Charmander. I sensed it when we first met. Perhaps you aren't a Pokemon, are you? Wow, you can tell that? But you're right. RetroJ isn't a Pokemon. RetroJ is a human. What? A human? Is that possible? Can something like that happen? RetroJ doesn't really know what happened either. RetroJ just woke up one morning, here's a Pokemon, and doesn't remember a thing about being a human. Oh, that's right. Womby was saying something in the square. He said Alakazam knows everything. Alakazam, do you know why RetroJ became a Pokemon? No. I can't determine that. Oh, I thought you would know. However, there is a way to unveiling the truth. Oh, really? How? Make way to the Hill of the Ancients. There you will find a Pokemon that stares at the sun all day. A Pokemon who is said to see into the future. Zatsu is his name. He should shed light on your puzzling friend. So we should go see Zatsu. RetroJ, let's roll. We're going to the Hill of the Ancients. There's no time to lose. We better go back quick. Shiftry, you too. Let's hurry back. Yeah. I guess we should. RetroJ, don't just stand around. Let's go back. Alakazam, I know you. I don't think you're completely ignorant about this. You know something, don't you? There is something that concerns me, but it should go unspoken for now, for their sake. save our adventure. Alright, everybody. So, we have finally rescued Shiftry from Zapdos. I'll be honest, that training helped out a lot, because I remember the Zapdos battle being a lot harder than that, especially with my partner being a water type Pokemon. But that is really good. So that concludes episode 7, Rescuing Shiftry. Thank you guys for those who showed up to the stream. Both the last part of the training episode, episode 6, and episode 7 will be uploaded tomorrow morning on the channel. So check those out. And I'll catch you guys next Saturday for the next installment of Red Rescue Team with RetroJ and DileT. And also stay up to date, because there will be an update video popping up on the channel soon, as there are big things coming. So have a nice night.